They told you to be realistic, to play it safe, to take what you're given, and be grateful. But deep down, you feel it. The quiet fire, the whisper in your chest that says, there's more for you than this. Not someday, not when you're older. Now! This is the chapter they don't want you to hear. Because once you understand this, once you truly ignite your desire, you're dangerous. You're unstoppable. This isn't hype. This is not fluff. It's the first law of success. You must want it so badly, you're willing to burn for it. So if you're tired of waiting, tired of wishing, tired of others living a life that was meant for you, then stay with me all the way until the last word. Because this just isn't a speech. This is a warning to your doubt, to your fear, to your limits. You're not leaving this video the same. Let's begin. Everybody wants more money, more freedom, more time, more security, more options. But let's be honest, wanting isn't rare. Everybody wants. That's not special. The truth, desire alone doesn't move mountains. Burning desire does. The kind that consumes you, the kind that won't let you sleep until it becomes real. Most people just wish, they hope, they dream in silence. They say things like, one day I'll be rich, when the timing is right, when I finally catch a break. But when that moment comes to act, they fold, they wait, they scroll, they talk themselves out of it. They shrink back into their comfort zone. Let me tell you something real. Let me tell you something 100. A wish won't build wealth. Hope won't pay the bills. A fantasy won't change your legacy. You don't get rich by chance. You get rich by choice, backed with relentless action. And the choice starts with one thing: a burning desire to be wealthy, no matter what. Desire is not just a feeling. It's not a vibe. It's not a mood. Desire is a decision. It's fire in your gut. It's obsession in your mind. It's war on your current reality. Napoleon Hill didn't say be interested in money. He didn't say dabble in success. He said you need a burning desire for riches. One that's definite. One that refuses to be ignored. One that doesn't die when you're tired, broke, or doubted. This isn't about greed. It's about freedom. It's about options. It's about being the one in your family that breaks the cycle. It's about building something so strong that your children never have to beg another man for opportunity. So let me ask you straight. Do you wish to be rich? Or do you demand wealth from life and take it? Because the people who win, the ones who build real fortune, aren't the ones who kinda want it. They're not the ones who wait for signs or ask for permission. They're the ones who can't sleep at night because the vision of wealth is louder than their excuses. They wake up early, they stay up late, they study, they grind, they sacrifice because they made a vow. I will be rich or nothing less. That's not just desire, that's destiny, ignited by decision. So again, do you just want to be rich? Or do you want it so bad that you'll burn everything average to get there? Because one of these paths leads to fortune, and the clock is already ticking. Napoleon Hill gave you the formula. Not a guess, not a maybe, not a theory. A real blueprint for wealth. Tested, proven, undeniable. If you're serious about getting rich, tattoo these 6 steps in your mind. Then let them burn your soul. Live them every day, because this is where the dream becomes a plan, and the plan becomes power. Step 1, decide exactly how much money you want. Don't just say I want to be rich. That's lazy thinking. The universe doesn't move for vague goals. It responds to clarity. So decide, I want 100,000, I want 1 million, or I want 10 million. Be specific. Be unapologetic. You're not being greedy, you're being intentional. Until the number is clear, the path will always be blurry. Step 2, decide what you'll give in return. Wealth isn't free. You don't get something for nothing. What will you give up to get it? Will it be your time, your late nights, your comfort zone, your weekend parties, your old identity? Success demands a trade, and most people never get rich because they're not willing to pay the price. You will not rise without something falling away. Step 3, set a definite date. Goals without deadlines are just daydreams. You need pressure, you need urgency, you need a ticking clock that says, move now. Not someday, not when things feel right. Say it out loud. By December 31st, by my 30th birthday, within 12 months, time makes it real. Deadlines create focus. Without one, you'll drift forever. Step 4, create a plan. Not a perfect plan, not a complete plan, just a plan that gets you moving. Start with what you know. Map out the first step and take it. Don't wait to feel ready. Start messy. Start now. You can refine along the way because movement beats perfection. Always. The person who acts in faith will outrun the one who waits for certainty. Step 5. Write it down. Don't keep it in your head. Ink it into existence. Write the number, write the date, write what you'll give, write the steps you'll take. Make it real, make it right, make it tangible, make it visible every single day. This isn't a wish. This is a declaration of war against mediocrity. Step 6, read it twice a day. Once when you wake up to set the tone for your day. Once before bed to program your mind as you sleep. Say it out loud. Feel it. Visualize it. Obsess over it. See the number in your bank account. See the lifestyle. See the freedom. Feel the emotion of already having it. Your subconscious mind responds to repetition. Repetition builds belief. Belief builds momentum. And momentum builds fortune. These aren't suggestions. These are commands for your future. Commands from a man who studied 500 millionaires. And every single one of them used this formula to win. Follow it or fall behind. Apply it or stay average. You already know the steps. Now ask yourself, will I do the work or will I keep watching others live their dream? Because this plan works. The only variable now is you. Every person who ever achieved greatness, every millionaire, every empire builder, every game changer started with something the world couldn't see. A spark, a whisper, a vision, a desire so loud, logic doesn't matter. They were told, it's impossible, you're not qualified, you're too young, you're too broke. You're dreaming too big. But real desire doesn't care if it makes sense. It doesn't care if you have the money, the degree, the connections, the perfect plan. Because desire doesn't ask how. Desire declares, I will. Let me tell you about Edward C. Barnes. He didn't have credentials. He didn't have $1 to his name. He wasn't born into wealth. And he had never met Thomas Edison. But he had one thing. An unshakable desire to work with Edison, not for him, but with him. That's all, no plan B, no backup option. So what did he do? He got on the freight train, dirty, broke, desperate, and went straight to Edison's lab. No appointment, no resume, no invitation. He knocked, he spoke up. He told Edison, I came to go into business with you. Most people would laugh. Most people would say, that's crazy, that'll never work. You should be realistic. But Edison didn't laugh. He saw something rare, a man who already decided. Barnes didn't get the partnership right away. He swept floors, he ran errands, he waited for his moment. But he stayed close, he stayed hungry, he stayed ready. And when Edison needed someone to sell his invention, the Ediphone, Barnes seized the opportunity. He crushed it. He sold more than anyone. And finally, he became Edison's business partner. Not because he was lucky, not because he had money, but because he had fire. That's not talent. That's not privilege. That's obsession with purpose. That's what burning desire looks like. It bends the world. It breaks rules. It redefines what's possible. And it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't explain itself. It doesn't slow down when the doors are closed. It finds a way in. Desire defies logic. It's stronger than rejection. It's louder than doubt. It's deeper than fear. And the best part, you don't need anyone's approval to start. Not your parents, not your friends, not society, not your current bank account balance. You just need one thing. A desire so hot, so loud, so alive, it burns brighter than every excuse you've ever had. So if they tell you you're not smart enough, you're not connected enough, you're not ready, you look them dead in the eye and say, watch me. Because if Barnes could walk into Edison's office broken, unknown, and walk out a partner, what's really stopping you? Desire is the spark. It's the ignition, the flame in your soul that whispers, I was made for more. But a spark alone won't change your life. Fire needs fuel. It needs direction, needs movement, because dreams without action are just smoke. If you've ever felt that tug in your chest, that voice in your mind saying, this isn't all there is, it's because you were made for more, much more. But here's the truth. More doesn't come knocking. It doesn't fall in your lap. It doesn't show up when it's convenient. You have to demand it. You have to bleed for it. You have to sacrifice average to achieve abundance. You can't coast into success. You can't scroll your way into millions. You can't wish your way into freedom. You must declare war on comfort, war on excuses, war on the old version of you. The one who settles, the one who hesitates, the one who dreams but doesn't act. So right now, say it out loud. I will win, I will earn, I will grow, I will become. Say it with emotion. Say it like your future depends on it, because it does. Say it like your kids are listening. Say it like your bloodline depends on your breakthrough, because it does. Here's the truth. Every day you wake up without a goal, you're drifting. Every day you ignore the fire inside, it gets dimmer. Every day you hesitate, you train your mind to settle, but not anymore. From this day forward, you write your goals. You read it every morning. You visualize it every night. You see them clearly. You feel it deeply, and you move toward it relentlessly. This is the formula. Desire plus belief plus action equals fortune. Let me repeat it. This is the formula. Desire plus belief plus action equals fortune. When desire meets belief, when desire meets action, that's when the world moves. That's when destiny bends. That's when your life begins to look like a dream. Not someday, not after things calm down, not next year, not when you're ready, now! Because every second you delay, someone else is claiming a life that could have been yours. You already have the fire. Now feed it. Now fuel it. Now follow it all the way to freedom. Burn the bridges. Light the path. And don't stop until your bank account, your legacy, and your life match the vision that's been screaming inside of you for years. This is your time. Turn the fire into fortune. So let me ask you, not casually, not politely, but with urgency, with intensity, what do you really want? Not what sounds nice, not what looks good on paper, What sets your soul on fire? What goals keep whispering to you when the world goes quiet? What are you willing to give for it? Because the price is real. It's time, it's energy, it's sacrifice. It's late nights and early mornings, and doing what others won't so you can live how others can't. And what are you doing today to get it? Not next week, not when life slows down, not when it becomes easy. Today. Because dreams expire without action. Because every excuse buys you another year of regret. This is the line. Right here, right now. This is where the broke stop. This is where the bold begin. The world doesn't hand out power. It doesn't dominate riches. It doesn't give success to the lukewarm. You have to take it. You have to earn it. You have to want it like oxygen. Desire isn't optional. It's the first step to power, to wealth, to influence, to freedom. So feel it, fuel it, live it. Let it burn through every excuse you've ever made. Let it guide every move you make from this moment forward. Because in the end, it's not about luck. It's not about chance. It's not about waiting for the stars to align. It's about desire so deep, so unshakable, so undeniable, you refuse to fail. Think bold, want it deep, move fast, grow rich.